guys. Welcome back to Journey Beyond the Skill. I'm your humble host, Dr. Joyce, your smiling doctor. We are going to talk about transformation today. The space where we talk about transformation that goes deeper than numbers. Today's guest is a beautiful example of what happens when you chose to invest in yourself. And today's conversation is powerful. My guests started their journey feeling stuck and unsure. And today they are showing up confident, empowered, and proud of their journey. This isn't just about weight loss, it's about mindset, healing, and choosing yourself. We are diving into where they started, what shifted, and what they want you to know if you're still on the fence. Let's get into it. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Darryl Bruce, 59 years old, live in Dallas, Georgia. Been a truck driver for 42 years. And, weight's always been a thing with me because being a truck drivers, they have access to healthy food, but we don't have a place to put healthy food. And we're always on the road, we're running, trying to get deliveries made and whatever else, trying to get goods and services to customers and all. And every time you stop and get fuel to go to a truck stop, first time you walk in, you pay for your fuel, you pay for your fuel at the pump, you go and use the bathroom. Everything you pass is potato chips, cookies, and soft drinks, and whatever else. So everybody just grabs a bag of chips, cookies, soft drinks, and throws it in the truck, take off running again. We don't get much exercise. Always driving, sitting. And when you do get out, you just unload a load, and you go in and get another load. So I just thought, well, I've got to do something. 60 years old and 370 something pounds. I think I was like 371, 372 pounds, somewhere in there. So I've got to do something. So I checked in different places and I seen this Golden Hands weight loss online. I'm going to give them a shot. So everywhere you go to, it's just like a number. The more people can get in, the more people can get out, the more money they make. Over here, you walk up, the door's locked, you ring the bell, they always come up the door, always laughing, happy, introduce themselves, there's always real nice ladies. I thought, well, I'm a funny guy to be with anyways.
Yes, you are definitely funny.
I'm always like have fun with everybody, so I said, let me give it a shot. So I tried it, started losing some weight, and not a lot of weight. I hadn't lost a lot of weight, but I don't want that to discourage anybody because everybody's situation is different. Mm-hmm. My situation might be different from somebody, a school teacher or, a mailman or whatever else. I'm always on the road driving and I have a cup of coffee. Some mornings, that's all I have, is a cup of coffee. And a boiled egg or a fried egg or whatever else. But don't let the weight discourage you if you're not losing a lot because it will come off. I've lost, so far starting June, this first January, I've lost 40 or 41 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy with that. I'm real happy with that for what I do. And they've always real nice people. They've always been nice to me, never had a problem at all. And they treat you, they're not like a number.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's just, they treat you like somebody. You go to another weight loss place, they say, hell, Mr. Bruce, come on in here, bam, 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 give you shots, see you next month. They don't want to talk to you, they don't want to have no kind of fellowship with you at all. So, and I'm real happy here. They've done real good for me. And I would tell anybody to come by here because, okay, you take a shot, you lose 5 pounds 1 month. Don't let it discourage you because, 5 pounds is 5 pounds.
It's 5 pounds,
and
yes.
I've noticed my clothes are fitting a lot looser. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still big.
And down the road, you're doing well, your clothes getting looser, you're feeling good. Right.
Better. I feel better. I don't give out of breath when I'm climbing in and out of the truck or loading stuff up. I don't give out of breath.
And like I said, Mr. Darryl, that is what we call non-scale victory. Most of the times we depend on the scale so much, we forget about us not getting out of breath, things like that. Like my story, let me put a little fun in it. Being intimate with your partner, right? you breathing as if you
Yeah.
need an oxygen tank beside,
Exactly.
but then after you lose the weight, it's like, okay, you feel very energetic and
Yep.
things like that. You're not out of breath. Those are non-scale victories.
Exactly. I mean, it's just 40 pounds has made a big difference. I want to try. I got 30 more to go. My goal is 300 pounds by May the 26th, my birthday. Okay. That'll be 71 pounds in a year. A lot of people say, well, that's not a lot. Think about 71 pounds. And I guess the best way to look at it is go to the grocery store and pick up a pound of hamburger. And you times that by 71 packs of hamburger.
Yes.
That's how much weight that I want to lose. Right now I'm at 41, I think I'm at 41. But it's still hard for me with the work I do because, but everybody's situation is going to be different.
It's definitely different.
Don't let it discourage you. Lose 5 pounds in a month, and people say, well, you could lose a pound a day. It's probably possible. If you lose a pound a day, you losing a pound a day of water. You're not losing a pound a day of fat.
And with this journey, we always encourage you losing the fat, but preserving your muscle. And like you said, with what you do, your job is somehow very difficult to like lift weight exercise because most of the times you're always sitting.
Yeah.
And with access to good prepared meals, sometimes it's very difficult.
Yeah.
You just walk to the gas station, you want to grab what you want to grab. But like you said, with this medication, it does help you, with your appetite.
This medication, I can tell a difference too. Excuse me. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I went on a deer hunting trip out to Texas past couple of weeks. And we had coffee in the morning time, and we had somebody fix us breakfast and whatever else. Well, you come back in, waiting for lunch, you might want something to snack on. There's all kind of stuff in the refrigerator. The place I went hunting, they had fruits and vegetables and fruit and vegetable platters and all that. And they had like oatmeal cream cookies, and they had donuts. They had all kind of stuff. I wanted an oatmeal cream cookie. I ain't had one in a while. And I don't know if it's something with the medication, but before I started this program, I could eat oatmeal cream cookie and just gobble it down with nothing to it. I took one bite of it, and it's just like I didn't want no more.
And that's what it does. It helps reduce your cravings.
Exactly.
Yes.
And used to, if I sit down and ate, if I went somewhere at a restaurant and ate, and like I said, being a truck driver, a lot of truck stops, they have Subways and McDonald's and stuff like that. I'd go get me 2 double cheeseburgers and a large fry. Now I don't drink sweet tea. I drink unsweet tea. Now I drink unsweet tea. I could eat 2 double cheeseburgers and a large fry and suck down the sweet tea. Now I'm still hungry. But now, if I go to McDonald's, I will get 1 double cheeseburger, a small fry, and a large unsweet tea. I eat that, and I'm full. And it's just like sometimes if I'm at home, if we have a meal, a lot of times I'll sit there and say, well, I need to fix me something to eat. And I thought, well, I'll get me something in a minute, get me something in a minute. It curbs your appetite.
It definitely does, yeah.
And you want it, but your stomach's telling you don't need it.
You don't need it. That's right.
But I'm not going hungry. I'm not going hungry. So it's been a big help for me. It really has.
And we're really glad this is what we do. Most of the times, we have people just selling people stuff out there. And with our mission, we just don't want our patients or our clients to be numbers, okay? We want them to feel the journey, feel good in whatever they're doing. And sometimes it's really difficult, right? It's hard.
Any business, when you got people, like in your business, you got to interact with your customers. In my business, I got to interact with your customers. And sometimes it does get to be hard because a customer might feel like they get discouraged or maybe you're not helping them enough or whatever else. I mean, It's just, well, everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's metabolism different. Everybody's structure mentally is different.
Different, definitely.
And it is a mental thing too. It really is, because you got to set your mind to say, hey, I'm either going to do this or I'm not going to do it.
I am so glad you mentioned about it is a mental thing, because everybody who is going through a weight loss journey struggles mentally, because you want to see yourself at a certain level. You want to see yourself and say, oh, I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. But until you have that mindset shift, it is going to be really difficult.
It is. And that's not saying that, well, I'm going to have to give up everything.
Mm.
You don't have to give up everything. You still going to have birthday parties.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You still going to get to go out and eat dinner. You still going to have holidays. You still going to have friends want you to come over for barbecues and stuff like that. You don't have to give up everything. The medication, it don't limit you to what you can have. Well, it's hard for me to say it. When you take the medication, it's like it's telling you you can have whatever you want, but I'm gonna tell you when you've had
When
enough.
you've had enough. That is a good illusion about that medication.
That's
Yes.
because we made some chili. In the South, it's always been a thing. You gotta have black eyed peas, cornbread, collard greens, hot dog, whatever else. You gotta have that for New Year's Day. They said we're gonna do something different. We're gonna have chili. Something simple, throw it together. Football games are on, and everything.
Oh,
So
yeah, with all the chip. Mm-hmm.
I had a bowl of chili so big around, so deep. I ate that, and I had to struggle to eat it. It was good. It wasn't because it wasn't good. It was good, but I was full. But I just tell anybody, this has been probably one of the best things that's happened to me, as far as my health. And your overall health. I don't have any cholesterol problems. I don't have any sugar problems. I do have high blood pressure. And the medication will help with your high blood pressure, because it's limited you. It's telling your body you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this. It's telling you can't have it, but it's also telling you can have it, but I'm going to let you know when you've had enough.
Definitely.
So, and it has helped me a lot.
And the mechanism of the medication, when you take the medication, it does help suppress your appetite.
Yep.
It helps reduce your cravings. When you eat, it takes a while for the food to digest. That's why you feel fuller really quick.
Yep.
And, and that's how we lose the weight. But the tendency of, the patients losing the muscle is very high, because we're losing the fat, right?
Yep.
But with modern medicines now coming up, with some of the new medicines, it's going to help preserve the muscle. And I can't wait for that.
And another thing, it seems like back before I started this program, if I had a plate or bowl or whatever kind of food I had, I would just gobble it down, and I was still hungry. But now I sit there and eat. I take my time eating. I just don't wolf it down. I take my time eating. And it seems like me taking my time eating, I'm fuller.
You're fuller.
But I think it has something to do with the medicine.
It sure does.
The medication, I think it has something to do with this. This has been a big help for me.
Thank you, and we appreciate that. What would you tell someone who is on the fence, like, I want to or I don't want to? It's not really about doing or, saying, I want to start the medication. What would you tell someone who is standing on the fence, say, hey, I'm really confused. I really want to take care of my health, but how can I start that? What
Just
will I do?
Life is a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Life is a chance. You take chances every day. You take chances going to work. You take chances going to the store. You take chances walking outside. Just take a chance on it. What you got to lose? Just take a chance on it. Life is a chance. you're here and you're not here. So just take a chance on it. If it worked for you, if you took a chance on it, worked for you, then do it again.
Then do it again.
But if you take a chance on it, and say if you lose 3 pounds in a month, and I know these people on the radio saying you can lose a pound a day, and you can do this, you can do that, whatever else. If you lose 3 pounds a month, you lose 3 actual pounds
of fat.
And it's not all water weight. It's all, you lose actual 3 pounds of fat. And the more fat you lose, the looser your clothes you're gonna get. Just take a chance on it. Just take a chance. I mean, like I said, you're taking a chance every day.
Every day you're taking a chance.
If you walk outside your house and you go into work, you're taking a chance. Take a chance on it. I say, well, maybe I can't afford it. Okay, I understand everything's expensive, but think about this. Think about all the junk food you're eating. Sit down, figure out how much junk food, processed foods, processed sugars, and all that you're eating a month. And say, well, I go to the grocery store, half of my grocery bill for a whole month, I'm spending whatever amount, just say if I'm spending $2,000 a month
for junk food
on groceries, I'm probably spending $600 a month on stuff that's not no good for you. And that don't mean you cannot have this when you take the medicine.
That's the thing.
It's going to let you eat what you want to eat, but it's going to tell you when you
need to stop eating.
But if you figure out all the junk food that you're buying, if you cut that out, then you can afford the medication. And it's better for you. And I know everybody's situation is different. Everybody can't afford it. Everybody can't do this, everybody can't do that. There's no saying, there's a will, there's a way.
If there's a will, there's a way. And health is wealth, right? If you're not healthy, how are you going to make the wealth?
I guess one thing you say, we're all going to be here as long as we're going to be here. We don't have any say-so of when we leave this earth. But you do have a say-so of how you're going to look when you do leave. So.
All right. Well, Mr. Darryl, thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Journey Beyond the Scale. Guys, this conversation is a reminder that transformation doesn't start on the scale. It starts with a decision to believe in yourself and to ask for support and to keep going even when it feels uncomfortable. If today's episode spoke to you, let this be your sign to invest in yourself. Change is possible. Healing is real. And you don't have to do it alone. Thank you for listening. And thank you to our guests for sharing their stories so openly. Until next time, stay positive.
This podcast shares my personal experiences and insights for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice, and it should not replace guidance from your healthcare provider or qualified professional.
Journey beyond the scale, I find my way.